I'm back with Pawel. Pawel has written another book which is called Off. And I want to know why he's written and what it means to be off. Well, we do have an expression in English called off the wall. Maybe it's connected. Is it connected?
The cooker is off, for example. Yeah? The tape recorder is off.
No, off the wall when someone's a bit, cuckoo.
I know what you mean. No.
Yeah.
No. It's off as a position of a switch opposite to on. I called it off because I'm telling stories of 22 people in 22 short stories, and each of them is in a position of being in a very difficult situation, perhaps deprived of some solutions or deprived of something in their lives, and being in a difficult situation with no way out. So in a way, these people emotionally or physically are off, even if they don't consider themselves to be off, because they may think they are having the solutions and they know what they are doing. I'm trying to prove, I'm trying to show that they are in a situation of being in a trap, of being in an ambush, of meeting a wall. So the tunnel they are in has no way out. And there are different people in the short stories, different characters. One of them is a doctor, another one is a psychologist. There is a teenage prostitute. There are
these all based on people that you've met?
They are based on people that I met in a way, partially, or they are also based upon myself in a way, because I feel myself a person who is psychologically complicated, psychologically complex. Maybe the word.
Well, we all are.
Yes, but I think that sometimes I do not know where I'm going, and I cannot cope with some situations emotionally, and so I think that I can understand people who go even deeper in their inabilities to deal with situations. So I think I can understand and I can sense and describe what other people might be going to if they go to extremes. For example, one of my characters in the first story called Big Brother, there is an English title to it called Big Brother, because it's about his big brother who died, and this person lying in his bed thinking about his big brother and remembering good old times when they were both children, how the big brother took care of him, etc., etc. And then at the end, it turns out that there was no big brother. He never had a brother. He was single.
Oh.
So it's a kind of suspense ending. It's just an example. And of course, what he's doing with his life, he's a single person lying in bed in his solitary flat with all kinds of things, spider webs and dirt around him, and he finally dies, thinking about the brother he never had.
It kind of reminds me, in Paris, I knew an Australian photographer, and he always used to carry a picture from a newspaper of his daughter. Now that's a bit odd. We used to think that he never had a daughter, but he'd seen a photograph in a newspaper and carried this, this picture of this blonde, healthy-looking girl around with him. Yeah. Because why wouldn't you have a photograph? See what I mean?
Yes.
So it's something similar.
So that's just an example, one of 22 examples of what I put in those short stories. People who are unable to face the reality, who are unable to go on. They are off. They are not on. Maybe this was a very drastic example of somebody who is a psychiatric case. Not of them are psychiatric cases. The young prostitute, teenage prostitute who ran away from home, it's not a psychiatric case, but she may find her life difficult in the future.
Are these stories intertwined? No, they're completely separate.
No, they are completely separate.
Okay.
Although there is a motive of a terminal illness, which I experienced 15 years ago, a stomach cancer, which I experienced when I was 44 years of age, all of a sudden, without any symptoms. I started vomiting with blood, and this was the moment when I started writing and traveling. It is something that should be said here because it's very important. There was a traumatic moment in my life which made me change my views and change the way I lived.
And the meaning of life.
And the meaning of life. And it was 15 years ago.
And you're well, you're totally...
I'm well, and I was not treated. I didn't undergo any treatment because I refused to.
Really? So how did you go into...
I had an operation. The tumor is not... I mean, the tumor was removed, but nothing...
Wow.
Nothing else. Nothing else.
That's amazing.
I don't believe in medicine. I believe in natural methods, and I believe in emotions and psychology guiding your body and producing your sickness or producing your healthiness, or you being healthy.
Well-being.
Well-being, I wanted to say, yes.
Yeah. That's amazing. Gosh.
So in a way, this terminal disease.
Well, it wasn't terminal in your case.
Yes,
you're still here.
But it's always, sometimes it's terminal when you hear the verdict from a doctor.
Yes.
So I think there are as many as 3 or 4 short stories which incorporate this terminal disease factor.
Right.
So this is something which interlinks them,
yes.
but not really, because it's approached in 4 different ways.
Yes. Very interesting. Well, I hope one day it gets translated into English. Inshallah. Okay.
Yes, it may be translated into the Ukrainian, because now I've got some contacts with the Ukrainian translators, and they are interested in...
And you said that you, like me, you said you were interested in the writings of Somerset Maugham, because of course he specialized in short stories.
He is a master.
And I actually write vignettes, which are short stories.
He is a master, and to write a short story is a great mastery. To write a good short story needs a lot of work and a lot of wit.
The Americans are into short stories, the British are not. Yes. Anyway, it's been lovely talking to you, and who knows, I might see you in Poland one day.
Welcome. You should come to Poland and see beautiful Krakow.
I've seen it already. I know it's beautiful.
Okay, yes, I forgot. But you saw it 30 or 40 years ago.
No, I didn't. I told you. I came 10 years ago.
Sorry. Yeah. It was the other part of Poland that you saw a long time ago.
In communist time and post-communist time.
Now we are communists again.
Oh, don't
we are becoming communists again.
Let's not get political. Okay, do widzenia.
Do widzenia, thank you.